How do you act in this situation? Rushing through bedtime routines, it denotes ignorance, overconfidence, and insensitivity. As your journey in this world reaches near the end, you would give anything for an additional moment with the loved ones, an extended hug, another affectionate kiss, or one last meaningful conversation. When thinking of a word that best defines exceptional parenting, presence comes to mind. It's not about giving presents, but rather being fully there, actively participating in the current moment. A major obstacle to Stoicism is that gadget we keep close, an ever-present reason to be sidetracked, restless, envious, or concerned. Many invest several daily hours on their phones. Look around and watch a father talking with his son. If his phone starts pushing alerts during mid-conversation, he finds himself losing his focus. His son feels like he suddenly fades away when they shift to their device. This feeling of being left behind is heart-wrenching, more so when it's your own parent responding vaguely to your words. You say how quickly time slips away, we observe how rapidly our kids grow, and yet the limited time we have is mostly spent absorbed in this gadget. We realize casinos are structured to drain our wealth and hours, but our phones operate on the same principle. World-class experts around the world have come up with algorithms to seize your attention for as long as possible, pulling you away from who you really are, to keep you off balance so you rely more on it, becoming more hooked. If you aim to be a great parent or person, you must take action. Put your phone away, keep it in your vehicle, draw clear lines, and use the Do Not Disturb mode. You can even take the initiative to distance yourself from the phone with the help of your kids. Give the phone to your son or your daughter and tell them to set a temporary password so you can't use it. Ironically, the tables turned. Indeed, you need to establish guidelines, tactics, and benchmarks so that you're in control of the device, making use of its benefits rather than it controlling you. Avoid jumping to conclusions. Stoic teachings advise us to trust our initial perceptions. Marcus Aurelius said, "While my child may be unwell, it doesn't mean it's critical." While it's a challenging example, but it highlights our tendency as parents and people to assume the worst. A moment of backtalk or a single misstep, and it feels like they're becoming uncontrollable. Such thoughts divert us from the actual, perhaps less severe situation. It's just a clear-cut current issue requiring a thoughtful, resolute, and kind response. We should handle it as the individual event it represents, not as an indicator of some looming trend or the beginning of a decline we fear. See the situation in its true light. Don't make it bigger than it is. To truly be in the moment, we must see and address the immediate situation for exactly what it is, neither exaggerating nor minimizing it. Valuable moments. Observing individuals strive for quality time with their kids brings a bit of sadness, for they're missing out on the fact that every second with them is a gem. He said, "Bypass the hunt for picture-perfect moments. I value the routine ones, seeing them absorbed in a comic or eating a snack, enjoying any shared moment, even if it's waiting in traffic." The idea of quality time is a myth. Every moment holds its unique value. We can choose to live in the present, truly valuing and enjoying the time we spend with our children today. Relying on future planned events as quality time might just be a way to justify not engaging with them now. Just because we spend money or plan doesn't automatically make it quality time. It's considered special time because of the thoughts and efforts invested into it. So I hope you recognize and value this. Any moment can be special if you're truly there, being kind, joyful, understanding, and thankful. Recognize each second, whether it seems ordinary or special, as an opportunity to come together and appreciate the profound beauty of life. It's in these everyday moments that we should find joy, treasure them, and truly live them as parents. Cut the media drama. A lot of people tend to ruin their day by constantly viewing negative news or aimlessly scrolling through distressing content on their phones. It's not fair to your children to have drama channels continuously playing like the news ones. While staying informed is a responsibility of a parent and a conscientious citizen, consider turning to books. Guide your children towards adopting a healthier and more profound way of understanding the world around them. Avoid tuning into constant news channels. Steer clear of social media debates. Keep that negativity, chaos, and scare tactics outside your home environment. When it's on while you're trying to have dinner, it disturbs your peace. Your children get affected, even when they can't fully understand it. It's not a healthy lifestyle. It's essential to be selective about your information sources. Limit real-time sensational updates that don't benefit you directly, and choose sources that provide broader understanding, wisdom, and set constructive examples for the younger ones. Let's take as example Ulysses S. Grant. Before his days as the famous Civil War general, he faced numerous challenges in life. Yet every evening when he'd return from work, as he opened the door, his eager son would be waiting to wrestle. He'd jovially warn his son Jesse, "I'm a peaceful man, but I won't be teased by someone your size." His son would then enthusiastically tackle him. It's easy to observe how in those moments all of Grant's stress, struggles, failures and insecurity would momentarily vanish. To be clear, just playing with his kids doesn't make his problems disappear. What makes a difference is his decision to keep them outside, preventing them from intruding into his home space. If you seek an effective method to defeat life's challenges, a great approach is to dive into the child's world. Engage in play, let their joy become yours, and stay entirely present in the moment, even if it translates to a fun-filled wrestling match where they pretend to win. Kobe Bryant. A short while before his tragic end, Kobe Bryant received a message from a journalist. She needed an interview for a story she was working on, which would take up some time. He declined, stating, "My kids are my priority right now. I can't." He couldn't have known that this refusal was gifting him a few more cherished moments with his children, moments that were soon to become finite. Most of us never foresee such things, but sometimes we decline offers because life is unpredictable. There's a certain presumption and sense of privilege when you accept every offer that comes your way, embracing every enticing proposition or work commitment at face value. It's impossible to predict how much time remains with your children or the number of chances you'll have in the future. This calls for many rejections, especially for non-essential things. As the Stoics believed, it grants us the space to embrace what truly matters. Marcus Aurelius noted the compounded value of dedicating to meaningful tasks. Saying no is essential. Perhaps the most challenging concept in Marcus Aurelius's Stoic teachings is a brutal exercise he proposed. He suggests, as you gently lay your child down to sleep, remind yourself they may not rise with the sun. Meditating on our ephemeral existence, a practice termed memento mori, is demanding to begin with. But for a parent, considering the ephemerality of their loved ones, the very individual they'd lay their life down for, can seem overwhelming. Why embrace such a sentiment? Does it not seem like playing with destiny? Marcus Aurelius's viewpoint is that it isn't about provoking destiny. These aspects are simply beyond human control. Marcus Aurelius hints that when we contemplate our child's mortality, it's not to distance ourselves emotionally. Rather, it's to appreciate the present moment to its maximum. To hurry bedtime seems, in this light, a stupid thing to do. There'll come a time, hopefully far ahead, when you'd give anything for one more such moment, an added day, a hug, another loving gesture, or just another chat. You might occasionally find yourself rushing through moments with your child due to a phone call, unread email, or a paused show on TV. But in reality, you're sidestepping a precious current moment that should be cherished, especially with someone you love. This meditation isn't about creating emotional distance. Remember, Marcus Aurelius faced the painful loss of several children. This practice didn't make his situation easier. Its essence is to amplify your presence, gratitude, and love in the here and now. See you next time. Please check your subscription status and like the video for the message to reach more people. You might also like one of the videos on the screen. See you soon.